I want to get your views on radical economic transformation. There's a lot of talk around a policy on transforming the economy, but some people are saying, well, this term is being used by some because they want it to benefit their own families. What's your view on that, wide monopoly capital and radical economic transformation?
Well, the simple explanation of radical socio-economic transformation is very simple. That's not an invention of 2017. This term first entered the lexicon of the ANC in 2012 at Mangaung in our strategy and tactics document, where we were analyzing the situation that the past 20 years, the ANC government has succeeded in consolidating institutions of political democracy. I've demonstrated to you the strides we're making in education, in health, even in terms of employment and so on. But when it comes to the economy, we're still lagging behind because the ownership and the control of the economy still mirrors the apartheid legacy, in the sense that the majority of South Africans are still not in the commanding heights of the economy. So that's what we need to deal with. So radical socio-economic transformation, therefore, calls upon that our economy must be inclusive, not for few. It must benefit the majority of South Africans, including those who were previously disadvantaged by the system of apartheid. So that's what we are talking about, that we have important levers as a state to drive this program of radical socio-economic transformation, which derives from the National Development Plan. We've highlighted some of the key levers of procurement, the budget. The Minister of Finance in February this year highlighted that we're going to be spending 1.6 trillion rand in terms of the budget. If you take in terms of goods and services, last year we spent about 500 billion rand. So in terms of radical socio-economic transformation, if the 30% set aside is being executed, that will amount to about 150 billion rand in the pockets of previously disadvantaged individuals. We can go on in the issues of a development finance institution to drive a program radically to ensure that access to finance for black business, for township and rural companies. So these are the issues that we're talking about, aiming at ensuring that the ownership, control of the economy must also reflect the demographics of our South African rainbow nation.
Do you think white monopoly capital is the enemy to the democratic revolution?
Our strategy and tactics document is very clear that monopoly capital is the enemy of the national democratic revolution. But our stance is that of unity and struggle. Unity in the sense that we require the partnership with the private sector in order to ensure that we can create the jobs that are needed by the South African economy. If you look at the economy as a whole, 75% of the economy is in private hands. So it is important, therefore, that there must be that collaboration between the state and capital in order to drive that. But insofar as monopoly capital is concerned, it also stifles competition because of many anti-competitive behaviors that exist when there is monopoly capital and concentration. We've seen this in the construction sector, where the Competitions Commission had even to penalize many of the top construction companies in South Africa. Also, too, our struggle against monopoly capital is to ensure that we promote small and medium enterprises in the economy, because this is our position. If you look around the world, those countries that are more egalitarian are those countries where the dominant role of small and medium enterprises is most stark. If you look at the Scandinavian countries, like Norway, Sweden, and so on, you can see that the dominant role of small and medium enterprises is there. That's what we want to do in South Africa.